Right, hello and welcome back. My name's Jay. I buy and sell on eBay UK. I will go through my sales, but before I go through my sales, just want to go through a little bit of an update on where I'm at. Long story short, I'm enjoying not working and just doing eBay. I'm not sure, but still whether it's going to be enough or not, but I'm going to try for as long as I can to grow this. I am heading towards the VAT threshold, so I still might have to turn the store off in between Christmas and New Year, but I'll let you guys know on that one. I bought a load more GWR sets off of Hornby. I bought another 25 sets. I think they worked out in the end to about £80 a set. So yeah, it was a no-brainer. I'm going to be selling them for a year probably, but it's good stock for me to have. Sales wise, it's just been absolutely manic. I've made a Facebook page. The page is basically going to advertise what I've got for sale, any sneak previews or anything like that. That I've got. I'll be able to do better deals on the Facebook page sort of direct than what I will be able to do on other sites. So at the end of the day, it'd be well worth you guys following or liking that page. So the link will be in the description to this video. If you could please have a look at that, or just search JLL Trading Model Railway on Facebook and it should bring up the group anyway. Yeah, this week has been manic, but before I get into the sales, please, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you like the content, please give us a thumbs up. More importantly, if you've got any comments, please feel free to put them down below. And shout out to Andy. I put because I do have Instagram as well, so if you search JLL Trading on Instagram, that'll take you there. He said with my turnover now, I should have special effects in my videos. I can just about pin the videos together, but I hope you like my new intro. If you do like my new intro, a friend of mine made it for me. I'm chuffed with it. Please let me know. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to turn you around and show you my sales. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Monday. What have we got? 25 sales. No, sorry, 23 sales in total. Starting over here, got a Smoky Joe that sold for, I think it was 21 or 22, but no, 19.99, I beg your pardon. A BAC wagon there that sold for 7.99. These Batman construction workers, they sold for 9.99. Stan Hornby controller sold for 17.99. Last one of my Engage Virgin coaches that sold for, I think it was £17. Some power clips that sold for 9.99. 1, 2, 3 down there, actually 4 more standard controllers. Some Pico points that sold for £12.99. The controllers would have been between £15 and £19.99. A load of steel tracking there that sold for £15. A nice GWR Great Western coach, that one, that sold for £10. In here I've got some 176 scale trucks. I believe they're EFE ones. I've got another one of these accessory packs that wind me up because it's upside down, that sold for £16.99. 2 of these Upland Timberco wagons, they sold for I think £8 each. Quite a nice guy that bought that as well. A Flying Scotsman tender that sold for £21. I've then got one of these metal flatbed things that sold for £27.99. Oh, pardon me. Another one of these GWR coaches. This is actually a second-hand one because I bought another set, and this is a second-hand one. I've got no more of the brand new ones left. I sold all 15 of those straight away, and I sold quite a few of the track packs from there and quite a few of the controllers. I've sold none of the power cars. I've sold none of the dummy cars, but ultimately I'm happy to stock them anyway at the money that they now owe me. I'm nowhere near getting my money back yet, but ultimately the stock probably stands me in £700 or £800. I've got 15 GWR dummy cars, I've got 15 GWR power cars, still got loads of tracks, still got loads of controllers. So yeah, it was a good buy as far as I was concerned. One of these Flying Scotsman, what is it? Harry Potter coaches that sold for £17. And then last but not least, I've got a One Nation tape pack with one missing that sold for £15. Behind me, pre-packed, I have got, he says, another GWR box full of track. Couple of bits of second-hand trap pack ovals there as well. So yeah, it's been a good day. I'm going to stop waffling and get this little lot packed up. Cheers. Right, hello, welcome back. It's now Tuesday. It's been pretty busy. I've got 20 sales in total. Pre-packed down there are a couple of track packs, brand new one, 2 used ones, some remote control car bodies. I've got this nice wagon here. That sold for a tenner, I believe. That's the part numbers. I've then got another, I say wagon, coach. Another coach there. What is it? Car number 65. I think that sold for £12. Got 2 of these intercity coaches there. I think they sold for nearly just over £30 for the pair. Got this Hornby Coleman's mustard, but it is the newer style one. That sold for £12.99. Standard Hornby controller sold for £19.99. Got a tender of some sorts there. You'll not be able to tell me what one that is. That sold for £8. Got a non-runner Virgin 43063. That sold for £29.99. Another standard Hornby controller. A bag full of track supports and plastic bits there that I'm not going to lift up. 2 of these wagons there, or coaches, 4-wheel coaches. They sold for £8 each. Bag full of points in poor condition. They sold for, I think, £12 or £13. What is that? I think it's a Bachmann tanker of some sorts that sold for £12. I've then got 2 lots of 4 poor wagons. They sold for, I think, £8 each. A couple of 040s. Is it a GWR one there? Can't work out what it is. That's why I hate wrapping them up. And then I've got a Hornby one there. One sold for £12. This one sold for £20. And then I have a new track mat that sold for £8. So yeah, happy with that for a Tuesday. I'm going to get this little lot packed up. I'll update you on what's sold tomorrow. Cheers. Hello and welcome back. It's now Wednesday. 15 sales in total. Starting over here, got this nice Midland mainline HST power car that sold for £49.99. I've then got an LSBC 060 that is for spares and repairs. I think it's got nose cone missing and so forth. Sold for £12. Got another one of these accessory pack 3s that sold for £16.99. A HST Intercity body shell sold for £7. An 040 of some sorts, that one there, sold for £18. Some tyre racing for a remote control car additive that sold for £8.99. 2 Lockellies, they sold for £12.99. A shell wagon that sold for £7.99. A grey packet, but it has got 5 poor condition coaches in there that sold for £14.99. I've then got a tape pack that sold for £17. And a Tango wagon that sold for £12. I've also got downstairs a couple of the track pack accessories, track pack ovals again, and I've got one down there that's pre-packed. So yeah, happy days. I'm going to get this little lot packed up. I'll update you what's up tomorrow. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back to Thursday. 22 sales in total. It's just been absolutely manic. Had a lot of combined orders, which has been fantastic. Hopefully word's getting around that I do combine orders. Starting over here, 2 coaches. I believe that's the part number for one of them. One of them hasn't got a part number, but what are they? Red and cream ones, I believe. It's about as far as my knowledge goes. They sold for about £12 each. Got 2 of these Harry Potter coaches. They sold for £18 each. This was a weird one, but I don't know, maybe he's like me. With my remote control cars, I like to have duplicates. This customer's bought 2 of these Pendolino power cars, DCC ready. They are the Alstom editions. I believe the running numbers are the same as well, and he paid £69.99 each for those. This buyer's bought a Tango and a Pepsi wagon. They were, I think, about £12 each. This buyer bought these 2 Coca-Cola wagons there. He also bought this lovely loco that come part of one of the collections that I bought recently. That is the part numbers there. He paid, I think, £12 each for the wagon and £59.99 for those. Set of remote control car tyres in there, you can't see them. They sold for £17. Another one of these accessory pack 3s that sold for £16.99. 2 of these Lima St. Ivel tankers. Had quite a nice conversation with a gent this morning. Wanted to know whether they're both in the same condition, because I had a multi-listing. They are. They're like brand new. So yeah, he should be happy with those. Got one of these Bachmann EWS wagons there. That sold for £17.99. I've got a loco body of some sorts there that sold for £7 or £8. What have I got here? I've got two. I think I've got three. No, it's two. I beg your pardon. Cranes that are spares and repairs. They sold for, I think, £8 and £10 each. Got one of these loaders for cars. It hasn't got any joiners, so it's literally just these loaders, and they sold for £17. I've then got a GNER body for a HST that sold for £21. A loco of some sorts that sold for £12. No, I beg your pardon, £8. Three of these EWS wagons going to the same buyer. Again, combined the postage. I think they're about £9 each. Got some LiPo batteries there that sold for £40. A shunter that sold for £25. And then last but not least, I've got a brand new HST GWR power car that sold for £58. Now, this is the first one that I've sold. If you guys have been watching me some time, you know that I bought 15 of these sets from Hornby. Well, today, not a confirmation, as long as it goes through, I bought another 10 sets. The reason being, there was a discount code as well that I got sent from Hornby that gave me an extra 20% off. So the sets that were costing me £100 are now costing me £80. So I get the track, the controller, a power car, a dummy car, and a coach, a track mat for, I think if I average the cost out, it's now costing me, for all the 40 sets that I've bought. Is it 40 that I've bought? 40 or 30. It's about £90 per set. So it's definitely a double up. I've got them all up there. You can't see them, all the power cars and the dummy cars and the controllers as well and stuff like that. So it's good stock for me to have. If I'm still selling it in a year's time, I'm happy to have it at the end of the day. There's a profit in there and it's good stock. So yeah, I ordered another 10 today. So I think that would work out to 30, I beg your pardon, 30 sets that I would have had, and that I've gone through. All the coaches went straight away. So yeah, and there's not many people doing what I'm doing. I've had another check on eBay. There's another seller that's selling them for more than what I would be selling them for. I'll put mine up for a couple of quid more and take best offers. I'm happy to take £32 for the coaches, whereas they want near a £40 for the coaches with no offers. Anyway, that's my plan. Hopefully Hornby will ship them out to me. But what great value for money, a GWR set, brand new set. £99 I thought was cheap enough, but to get another 20% off was fantastic. So there's a little tip for you guys. Get out there and get them. Anyway, I'm waffling on. Going to get a lot packed up. I'll update you what's on tomorrow. Cheers. Bye. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Friday. I've got my lines back again. Need to bloody sort that. I've got to be quick. Got a few things to be getting on with. Track Pack Oval, that sold for £26. I've only got one of those left now. Standard Hornby controller, that sold for £19.99. Nice diesel shunter in there, that one. That's the part numbers. That sold for £29.99. Got one of these Celestial coaches there. It is one of the burgundy ones. That sold for £17.99. I've got a come on, Jay. One of those, you'll know what they are. A tender. There we go. That sold for a tenner. Another one of these EWS coaches, that sold for a tenner as well. Thomas and Friends Circus coach, that sold for, I think it was £24.99. Another standard Hornby controller. Some spare parts for locos in there. They sold for £17. An In-City OO coach, I believe it is. That sold for £8.99. Got two of these silver Jubilee coaches. They sold for £29.99 each. I've also got a tender body shell, and then I've got one of these utility vans there that sold for, I think they're at £8 each, there or thereabouts. So yeah, happy days. I'm going to get this little lot packed up. I'll update you on Sunday now. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Sunday. This lot has just taken me about an hour and a half just to find it all. 40 orders in total, and there is some multiple orders as well. I'll be here forever going through it all, guys. You can see what I've got. Coaches. There is a nice down here, a nice silver fox that sold for $69.99. This loco's like brand new. That gentleman bought some controllers, some coaches, 2 locos off me as well. I've got some accessories in there. I've got mixed tape packs behind there. Finally sold 4 of these pack 3s, which I thought I would as well. Last of my track pack ovals. I've sold all the track pack ovals. I have 35 of them. I have got new ones that are in those GWR boxes there as well. So yeah, it's just been absolutely manic, flying towards the end of the month and towards Christmas. I've got to get this all packed up. I reckon I'm going to be packing for 2.5 hours. It's now about 5 o'clock. I've got to upload the video as well. So yeah, it is what it is, but it's been a fantastic week. Anyway, I'm waffling on. Going to get this little lot there packed up, and I'll update you next week now with what I sell. Cheers, bye.